The Commonplace Book of Joshua Humphreys, the 3 volumes of my Commonplace Book. These are your magnificent textbooks in the new Cavalier Reading Society. I send them to you as soon as you enroll, and they are yours forever, yours and yours alone. They are not available to the general public. They are the exclusive privilege, one of the exclusive privileges, of members of the new Cavalier Reading Society. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes taking you through them, what they are, why they are, how they are. So my last semester of a history degree, I became utterly bored of the official histories and the official politics taught at my university, so I looked elsewhere for intellectual inspiration. And as I was doing my wider reading, I would take notes, exceptional sentences, kind of the highest thought, the rarest insight, until I filled 5 A4 notebooks with these quotations. And then I decided to clean them up and digitize them, and those 5 notebooks became eventually volume 1 of the Commonplace Book, all the way through 10 years later to volume 3, the newest volume itself, 300 pages of quotations. Until the Commonplace Book, the 3 volumes of my Commonplace Book now contain 4,000 quotations, excerpts and paragraphs. They are 10 years of reading distilled into 900 pages of the best that has ever been written, said or done. 850 separate authors are in there. They've been indexed by author and subject, 850 authors on 700 separate subjects. They contain notes from at least 1,000 different books, from more than 100 essays, lectures and diaries, 80 poems, 20 Shakespeare plays, the best bits, all of them summarized into notes in these books. They contain 200 images, paintings, tombs, temples, inscriptions, maps and monuments, temples. And so I guess the next thing is to show you what's inside them. I'll do that now. So that's volume 1. 2 years of reading, beginning my last semester at university. My last semester of a history degree. When I first started to look elsewhere, all the way through 300 pages. And then volume 2 is 6 years of reading. Begins with my first trip as an independent thinker to Europe. That's me on a plane reading Nietzsche, in London reading Shakespeare, visiting Ruskin's home in northern England, Brantwood Estate, and in Venice, under Ruskin's tutelage, Pisa, Rome, Sicily, through to Asia for the first time, all the way through to India. That's volume 2. And then volume 3, the most recent volume, begins when I returned to Melbourne to write a Shakespearean rom-com to save a forest virgin. It goes all the way through. The release of my latest novel, The Creative Art of Wishfulness. Those are the 3 volumes of my Commonplace Book. The next thing is to tell you who you will be reading and what you will be reading about. As I said, 850 separate contributors, and it's those contributors who will be, as much as I, your tutors in the new Cavalier Reading Society. Some authors appear much more frequently than others. The top 10 in ascending order: Aldous Huxley, Ernest Hemingway, Karl Kraus, the famous Austrian satirist, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Bertrand Russell, the man who invented mathematics, modern mathematics, Lord Byron, Friedrich Nietzsche, my favorite philosopher, Evelyn Waugh, my favorite writer, William Shakespeare, the world's favorite writer, and John Ruskin, and 840 other writers, poets, philosophers, playwrights, painters, sinners, saints, scientists, generals, geniuses, adventurers, explorers, kings, comedians, and composers. And their words discuss 700 separate subjects. Some of those subjects appear more frequently, and the most frequent subjects that appear in the Commonplace Books are art and artists, writers and writing, audacity, history, life and love, freedom, Venice, civilization, hard work, religion, money, and truth. And 690 subjects besides, all to be discussed by us, by you, in the new Cavalier Reading Society. 900 pages of the best that has ever been written, said, or done. These books are genuinely priceless, and they are yours. Only yours. Member of the new Cavalier Reading Society, only you can own these books. They are what makes the new Cavalier Reading Society the brilliant entity that it is. We're a members-only group dedicated to discussing humanity's most profound questions as raised and explored inside these books. We bequeath to our members a wondrous education in what culture was like before the universities crushed it, thereby rendering an intelligent being, that's you, ever yet more intelligent. The new Cavalier Reading Society is an entire year of enlightened and enlightening discussion with a novelist as your tutor. You get these 3 priceless books upon enrollment and an entire year of discussing humanity's most profound questions with an entire society of exuberant cavaliers. If defying the flight from learned magnificence appeals to you, if recovering the lost art of noble thinking and returning to the eternal superiority of wisdom over knowledge also appeal to you, then absolutely you should join us.